She said just before the wedding, I'm afraid I simply cannot go through with it. I can't go through with it.
When she expressed these reservations to anyone, such as her sister Sarah, they joked it off. Sarah told her, well, your face is on the tea towel, so it's too late to do anything now. Other people said to her, well, it's just simply pre-wedding nerves. You'll be all right once the day arrives.
She was extremely gentle, very shy, and she was someone that, as a young girl, you thought was everything a princess should be. Very beautiful, very young, very calm, and yet there was a certain nervousness about her.
I just remember my first reaction when she got out of the carriage was when I looked at her dress and I thought, oh no, it's awful, because it was all scrunched up and it looked terrible. And I just thought, oh God, you know, and doesn't look like it's been ironed.
The feeling inside the cathedral, I remember, was just enormous. It's a very sort of hollow place, but it was filled with so many people and so much warmth.
The thing I remember the most about the wedding, funnily enough, was not only the atmosphere inside, but also hearing the noises from outside, because that was the only way that you were aware that actually there were an awful lot of other people watching this event as well.
I remember being so in love with my husband that I couldn't take my eyes off him. I absolutely thought I was the luckiest girl in the world. He was going to look after me. Walking down the aisle, I spotted Camilla. Pale grey pillbox hat. Saw it all. Her son Tom standing on a chair. To this day, you know. Vivid memory. Well, there you are. Let's hope that's all over with.
Charles Philip Arthur George, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other, keep thee only unto her, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Here is the stuff of which fairy tales are made. The prince and princess on their wedding day. But fairy tales usually end at this point with the simple phrase, they lived happily ever after.
750 million people watched Diana's wedding on television. Every gesture and word was analysed.
I had a contact inside the palace who was very close to the balcony, who telephoned me from inside Buckingham Palace and said that Charles had asked for the Queen's permission to kiss Diana. And I said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, Andrew said, go and give her a kiss. Charles replied, I'm not getting into that caper. And Andrew says, oh yes, go on. And Charles says to his mother, may I? And the Queen says yes, and he then kisses her.
Such intense scrutiny would continue.